Saving money for retirement is not about predicting the future perfectly, retiring as early as possible, or living in constant fear about money, but about understanding how time, consistency, emotional behavior, and everyday financial decisions quietly shape long-term outcomes, and how building steady, realistic systems today allows future security to grow gradually without overwhelming your present lifestyle or mental peace. Number 10. Start with financial stability before chasing returns. Many people feel pressure to focus immediately on high returns or aggressive investment strategies, even when their financial foundation is unstable. When stability is missing, retirement saving becomes fragile and easily interrupted by normal life events. Unexpected expenses, such as medical costs, job changes, or family responsibilities, often force people to pause or reverse progress. This interruption creates frustration and discouragement, which leads many to abandon long-term planning entirely. Building basic stability through emergency savings, manageable debt, and predictable cash flow protects retirement plans from disruption. Stability reduces fear during uncertainty. Reduced fear prevents emotional financial decisions. Retirement savings grow best when they are protected from constant interruption. Number 9. Start early, even when the amount feels too small to matter. Many people delay retirement saving because they believe small contributions are meaningless. This belief underestimates the role of time in long-term wealth building. Small amounts invested consistently over many years often outperform larger amounts invested later. Time allows compounding to work quietly in the background without requiring additional effort. Waiting for a perfect income level often results in losing valuable years. Starting early builds familiarity and confidence with the process. Confidence reduces avoidance. Early action lowers future pressure and stress. Number 8. Make retirement saving automatic and difficult to interrupt. Retirement plans fail most often when saving depends on memory, motivation, or leftover money. Daily responsibilities and short-term needs easily override long-term intentions. Automation removes this internal conflict completely. Automatically contributing from income before it reaches your spending account protects savings from emotional decisions. This system operates quietly in the background. Quiet systems outperform willpower over long periods. Automation removes excuses during busy or stressful phases of life. Long-term goals require systems that function without constant attention. Number 7. Increase retirement contributions gradually instead of aggressively. Many people assume retirement saving requires large sacrifices immediately, which creates resistance. Aggressive contribution targets often feel unsustainable during normal life fluctuations. When stress increases, aggressive plans are often reduced or abandoned. Gradual increases allow the mind and lifestyle to adjust comfortably. Small annual increases often go unnoticed, but compound significantly over time. Gradual progress reduces emotional resistance. Reduced resistance increases consistency. Consistency determines long-term success more than intensity. Number 6. Keep retirement savings clearly separate from everyday money. When retirement savings are mixed with everyday savings or checking accounts, the mental boundary between present needs and future security becomes weak and unreliable. Money that is meant for decades in the future can begin to feel available during moments of stress, urgency, or emotional discomfort. This accessibility increases the temptation to borrow from retirement savings for problems that feel immediate but are often temporary. Even when money is later replaced, the habit of accessing long-term funds undermines discipline and consistency. Keeping retirement savings in separate, purpose-specific accounts creates psychological distance between short-term spending and long-term goals. That distance acts as a natural barrier, slowing decisions and encouraging reflection before money is touched. Clear separation reinforces the idea that retirement money has a distinct role that should not be negotiated during emotional moments. Over time, this separation strengthens commitment without requiring constant willpower. Strong boundaries protect progress quietly and prevent small decisions from becoming long-term setbacks. Number 5. Focus on consistent contribution behavior instead of market timing. Many people hesitate to invest for retirement because they fear choosing the wrong moment to enter the market. This fear often leads to waiting, watching, and postponing action while time quietly passes. Market timing requires prediction, which adds complexity and emotional stress without improving long-term consistency. Consistent contributions remove the need to predict short-term market movements. By investing regularly, money is naturally spread across different market conditions, reducing the impact of any single moment. This approach lowers emotional involvement and replaces decision-making with routine. Routine protects retirement plans from fear during downturns and overconfidence during strong markets. Over long periods, steady behavior has a greater impact than perfectly timed decisions. Discipline expressed through repetition quietly outperforms strategy driven by emotion or prediction. Number 4. Adjust your retirement plan as life circumstances change. Retirement planning is often presented as a one-time decision, but real life rarely remains stable for long periods. Income changes, family responsibilities grow or shrink, health evolves, and priorities shift over time. Plans that are never revisited slowly drift away from reality. This mismatch creates frustration and discouragement, which often leads people to disengage from planning altogether. Regular reviews allow retirement plans to adapt without panic or drastic changes. Small adjustments made early prevent larger corrections later. Reviewing contributions, timelines, and expectations keeps goals realistic and achievable. Flexibility preserves momentum by allowing progress to continue even when circumstances are imperfect. A plan that evolves with life is far more likely to survive over decades than one that demands perfection. Number 3. Control lifestyle inflation before it consumes future security. As income increases, spending often rises automatically without conscious planning. Small upgrades feel justified and deserved after hard work. Over time, these upgrades absorb the ability to save more. Redirecting part of income increases toward retirement captures progress quietly. This strategy feels less painful because income has already grown. Long-term security improves without reducing quality of life. Intentional restraint preserves future options. Present choices shape future comfort. Number 2. Think of retirement as a long phase of life, not a single number. Many people focus intensely on reaching a specific retirement number, believing that once this figure is achieved, financial security is guaranteed. This mindset oversimplifies retirement and creates unnecessary pressure during the saving years. Retirement is not a single moment, but a long phase of life that can last several decades. During this phase, spending patterns do not disappear, but instead change gradually based on health, lifestyle preferences, location, and personal priorities. Some expenses may decrease, such as commuting or work-related costs, while others, like healthcare, leisure, or support services, may increase. Planning for retirement as a flexible phase allows room for adjustment rather than perfection. Flexibility reduces fear because it removes the idea that one wrong estimate can ruin everything. A flexible plan allows adaptation to market changes, inflation, and unexpected life events without panic. When retirement is viewed as an evolving stage instead of a fixed target, saving becomes more realistic and emotionally manageable. Understanding this shift replaces anxiety with preparedness and encourages steady, long-term behavior. Number 1. Measure retirement progress by consistency instead of perfection. Many people feel discouraged when they miss contribution targets, fall behind projections, or compare their progress to others. This discouragement often leads to avoidance, where people stop checking accounts or delay contributions altogether. Perfection creates pressure that weakens long-term commitment. Retirement saving does not require flawless execution, but it does require persistence over many years. Saving consistently, even during difficult or imperfect months, keeps momentum alive. Small contributions made repeatedly often matter more than occasional large efforts that cannot be sustained. Consistency allows compounding to work uninterrupted, which is where most long-term growth actually comes from. Progress often feels slow because results accumulate quietly rather than dramatically. Measuring success by continued participation rather than ideal performance builds confidence instead of guilt. Confidence strengthens habits, and strong habits are what ultimately create retirement security. Bonus tip: protect retirement savings from emotional decisions over time. Emotional reactions are one of the greatest threats to long-term retirement success, even though they often feel rational in the moment. Fear during market downturns, excitement during strong gains, and anxiety during uncertainty can all trigger harmful decisions. Reacting emotionally often leads to selling during losses, chasing performance, or abandoning plans entirely. These actions damage long-term outcomes far more than normal market fluctuations ever could. Protecting retirement savings requires creating rules that limit emotional interference. Clear contribution schedules, long-term investment strategies, and predetermined boundaries reduce the need for frequent decisions. Fewer decisions mean fewer opportunities for emotion to take control. Emotional distance allows time and compounding to work without interruption. Calm behavior during uncertain periods preserves progress when it matters most. Over decades, patience is rewarded more consistently than reaction. If you want to save money for retirement, choose one habit from this video and commit to it consistently. Instead of trying to change everything at once, comment which step you are starting with, subscribe for realistic and long-term focused money guidance, and thank you for watching. See you next time.